But for now, we're going to jump into this Foundations. So this is the new product released with Foundations. Again, Foundations is a new core set that Wizards has put out for Magic the Gathering. It includes cards that will be in standard for 5 years. So there's a lot of really basic kind of like low to the ground mechanics from Magic's history. There's a lot of typal stuff in here. There's angels and elves and life gain and vampires. And so it's really cool that after changing the rotation rules a few years ago, Magic is also going back to introducing core sets. This specific product, the beginner box, is designed again specifically for beginners. So on the back here you can see very clearly it says learn to play, play to learn. Magic is a hard game to get into. I've taught a few people in my time. Is this a 2-player? So this box is fully set up for 2 players. The way this is packaged is basically like any other board game, where leave everything that's in here, and you can just travel with this and play against someone else. There's 2 ready-to-go decks in here. So fully stocked decks, including the rares. I believe it's cats and vampires are the 2 decks that are inside here. So you have 2 instant play decks. Open the box, you're ready to go. And if you keep those decks in this box, this travels just like any other board game. It's got a nice firm box. It's not a cheap paper one like other Magic products. Not that the other Magic products need to be hard boxes, but because this one is supposed to travel as a box set, they've kind of crafted the box to be a little bit more sturdy. So you get 2 decks inside, 2 learn to play guides, which are both handy. You get 2 play mats, which are probably going to be bad. Sulfur says, awesome. I was wondering about this product. I got a 2-player learning set that came with a comic that guided you through a scripted game to teach you how to play many years ago. Oh yeah. I mean, we review a lot of starter kits here. So the 2-player kind of pre-made decks situation, and this is sort of similar to that, but this is more of a learn to play versus a starter kit. So we're excited to see what's in here. You also get 8 jumpstart decks, which is really cool. So after you've tired out of the vampire and cats pre-made decks, you can open some jumpstart. I don't know if they're sealed or not. I hope they're sealed, because it'd be cool to like have that experience. And then you get 2 spin downs, and it all comes in this nice box. Let me try to open this kindly so that I don't hurt anything inside of it. Just a little swipe of the box cutter there. And so this, oh, did that not even cut it? I swiped too softly. Super interested in learn to play products. Yeah, big same, honestly. Like, I like the intention behind designing a product to kickstart people's collection, to kickstart people's imagination, to kickstart their interest. I think it's a very unique way to look at games, a very unique way to look at product design. I'll throw that over there. So again, this is a low price point. So I think in Canada, this was retailed at $35. And it's new with the Foundations core set and has everything essentially you need to not only learn how to play yourself if you don't know how to play, but also maybe help teach another person how to play Magic. And let's open it up. The box is real nice. I like it. Okay. So the first thing we see here are a couple stacks of cards. I'm assuming these are our 2 decks. And then, oh, that's stuck. on there? On purpose? It is. This says, let me use my zoom camera. This says, welcome to Magic the Gathering. In this box, you'll find everything you need to start your journey. A tutorial game guided by 2 step-by-step booklets, plus a variety of ready-to-play card packets to explore once you understand the basics. If you prefer to learn digitally, you can find video tutorials and an interactive experience at learnmtg.com. And there's a little QR code. I'm assuming that sends you to the learnmtg.com. So that's cool. These are specifically guided experiences. Let me open this. I think this is just tokens and some cue cards. So we talked about tokens, cue cards. We talked about these cue cards a minute ago when we opened our bundle, but these are really handy to have on hand. Every time I teach someone how to play Magic, I give them a set of these because it has all of your phases on your turn. It talks about what the battlefield is supposed to look like. It talks about how to cast spells and how to attack and block. And these sets are really handy to keep around for new players or for teaching experiences. I really like them. And then on the back here, we've got an ad for all the other products that came with Foundations. I was interested in this starter collection. I've been playing for over a decade. I was thinking about getting the starter collection. I think it'd make a great starter cube for even enfranchised players. Yeah, I would like to find one. My store was sold out of them, so I could not pick one up, but it's interesting. You get 300 cards out the gate, which is really fun. Here we've got our, oh wow, okay, rules and reference guide. So this is going to be basic Magic the Gathering rules, card types, card names, you know, what's power and toughness, what are lands, enchantments versus planeswalkers. This is what a game zone looks like. These are terms used: battlefield, exile, hand, library. Picked up the rookie decks from Card Kingdom a few years back. The reference cards they include having been incredibly yeah, I agree. Teaches you how to start a game, turn structures, combat. Basically the perfect rulebook reference guide for anyone who maybe has been playing Magic too long to know how to explain it, or anyone who's never played Magic before. Great little reference guide. And then we've got some quick start guides for both of the decks. So here we've got an explanation of what the deck does. This is our vampire deck. Your first turn. Okay, so this is going to walk you through, these are both to walk you through exactly how to play the deck as is, which I'm assuming means that they, yeah, here we go. It says do not shuffle. Very clearly on the front of the deck, it says do not shuffle, because the guide in the box is designed to help you walk through those turns. So we got a cat deck and an undead. I don't know. Are these the jumpstart decks? Oh, these are the jumpstart decks. Okay. So we get undead, we get goblins, we get inferno, we get elves, and we get primal. So we get a handful of jumpstart decks, which is really cool. So I wonder if this means that, is this all? Is this the vampire and the cat deck? Looks like way more than No. Okay, so we have the cats deck, and then we have more jumpstart decks. So we have pirates, and then we have wizards. So those are more jumpstart. But we don't have... Oh my god. Okay, 1 sec. I don't want to get distracted by that just yet. These are... What are these? Oh, these are separators for, I'm assuming, this box? Yeah. Okay, cool. So let me show you real quick. These are really well made. These are hard, like thick cardboard. So let me zoom in. So inside this box, there's these little ridges, and you put your card divider in here. And this is going to help you divide up your pre-made decks and your jumpstart decks. So you can keep everything in this box ready to go. That's really cool. And then we've got 2 life counters. So there's a white one and I'm going to assume a purple one. Yeah, purple. So that's for our vampire and cats deck. Okay. Ooh, look at that. There's a basic breakdown of the color pie. It's a little hard to read from down there. Let me bring it up close. So this is a really, really high level breakdown of the color wheel in Magic. You've got protection and order in white. You've got deceit and intellect in blue. You've got death and decay in black. You've got fury and chaos in red. And you've got life and nature in green. And I'm not seeing the other deck. Did we miss something? Oh. Okay, there was a jumpstart thing attached to the back of this. So these aren't 2 full decks. These are 2 very small decks. These are probably even smaller than jumpstart decks. We've got cats, we've got vampires. Those are good to go. I'm wondering why they made such small decks, but I digress. What I want to talk about, and that I'm actually kind of surprised about, is I'm going to move this over to here. So these playmats, which Wizards is notorious for making really bad playmats. Every time they give you playmats in like a starter kit or a deck box or any of that kind of thing, they're like honestly the worst. They're honestly like the worst thing. But in opening this, look at this. This is like a chessboard. This is like a high quality cardboard playmat. Well, let me move some stuff. It's a little wider than my actual playmat here. This is sick. You've got huge spots for where your creatures go, life total, exile zone, graveyard, library. This is really, really cool. You got like creatures and lands and It is really like a board. Like, this is well made. This crease is obviously like really poorly done. It's the sticker on top of this cardboard. But I'd put this cardboard fold up. Like, look at that. It just folds right up. You're good to go. And you get 2 of them. That's really, really cool. And then you take these. Let me take these decks out of here. I don't want to shuffle them because they very politely asked me not to. And I mean politely, I just mean like put a huge do not shuffle on the front. You throw these in here. Wait, why isn't that closing properly? Okay, that's a little awkward, but... And then you've got all of your decks and cards. I can put my Cat's deck here. Vampire's deck in front of it. And if we take this, does this come out? Oh, this covers the whole bottom, really? Okay. So you're supposed to take this right out. So this part is just for packaging. Holds everything there. Wizards is really putting me in a tough spot. I don't want to support them financially, but I really want to support all the great products that be coming with Foundations. That's fair. I mean, the company has not done itself any favors by continuing to alienate their fan base in awkward ways and making things tough on players to decide whether or not to support them. I think it could be studied. If I put them that close to one another? If I put both of the starter decks in there. Is that enough space for each of these jumpstart? It is, okay. We've got a bunch of them. We slide these bad boys in. I haven't bought any sealed products since Commander Legends. Wow. Way to hold out. I mean, I buy a lot of singles, so I also don't buy a lot of sealed product. I also don't play a lot of Commander, or really any Commander, so I do have some pre-made decks and pre-cons. That's pretty much it. Okay, they really gave me exactly enough to put one of these in each section. So I'm gonna put this one down too. So each of these sections is going to fit one of these decks. So basically, it's designed for you to play through... shoot. I want to do this in order, don't I? White. Wait, did we only get one white deck? No, there's got to be 2 of each. So I'm going to put blue. Blue. Here's that Death Baron Undead Jumpstart. Goblins. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we did only get one white. And one black, I guess, because we have the... Oh, I get it now. Okay. So we only have one of each, white and black, because the other decks that it came with are also Jumpstart decks. So they are included. So you do get 2 of each. And then look at this. You've got this beautiful little package. You put a couple of spin downs in there. Maybe you throw a little baggie full of the punch out counters. Got some counters. Got your instruction guides. Boom, you throw the... Oh, don't forget your tokens. And then boom, you throw your lid on there. Look at that. It's quite great, actually. As far as like sealed product, keep in mind this was like $35 Canadian. Recently picked up an Ultra Pro mat with licensed art from WotC. Yeah. I mean, I use mostly Ultra Pro mats just because they get the official art from the artists. But when I can, I like to support the artist directly. The problem is that not a lot of the artists make their own playmats, so it's tricky. You kind of have to play a little bit of the game and get what you can access. But going back to the starter kit, this is $35, and you get what is essentially 10 quick jumpstart decks. You get enough. You get some really cool playmats. And you get this nice traveling box. So no matter where you go, you could teach someone how to play. You could just have random fun. Maybe you roll a die with your friend or partner and you each pick one of the self-contained teaching tool that functions as a little pick up and play game. Yeah, it's fantastic. Honestly, like, this would be the perfect thing to send to schools. Which, like, there's a lot of programs that donate old cards or bulk to schools. And, you know, Magic hasn't shied away from being a part of those programs in the past. And this, like... The only thing I will say as a critique is that, you know, I have a plethora of deck boxes. Just grabbing one, like, at random. This Game-Genic deck box right here. Like, I could put 2 decks in here, a handful of counters, and be off to the races. There, or you have 2 slim deck boxes, like, I don't know, even like these cheap little Ultra Pro ones. 2 of those and a bag of dice, or, you know, a container of dice is going to be a lot smaller of a package than this. So I don't think that this is necessarily the traveling Magic product that you want, because if you're playing Magic already, chances are you have a more portable version of the game in existence. However, having this at your home, providing this to, say, a cousin or a little sibling or, you know, relatives, you know, or even like I would leave something like this at my mom's house. That way I knew, just like if I ever wanted to play Monopoly or Scrabble there, I knew that I would always have Magic at hand at their house. It's easy. It's all small games because we've got one thing I didn't keep in mind when I'm talking about traveling light is that the fold-up cardboard deck or playmats in here are actually a nice touch because, when I say throw a deck box in my bag and some tokens, some counters, I'm not including a play space or anything like that. But put this at your mom's place, your grandparents' place, have this at your partner's house, and you've always got Magic ready to go. Quick Magic too. It's not even like we're not breaking out into a 3-hour Commander game. This is Jumpstart. You can keep those 2 decks in the specific order in order to walk someone through how to play Magic. If you ever need to, just use the other 8 decks as free play. But honestly, I'm quite shocked and pleased that Wizards has put this together. Playmats take up a whole bag when I go out over. I mean, as you can see, like I'm not shy about playmats. So I agree with you, but I definitely only bring like 1 or 2 in a tube. They're just a little awkward. So beginner box, Magic the Gathering Foundations core set. I give this a huge thumbs up. Like, this is an amazing package. I have opened and played with and walked through a lot of their starter products, their 1v1 deck builds, their game night box set, and this is by far the best version of any of that. It's fully contained. It is very straightforward. None of the deck archetypes that are in here are complicated. And even if it does get like boring or something, like throw a couple of Jumpstart packs into here unopened. Replace these Jumpstart packs with sealed packs like of Jumpstart, and then you can have a new game every few months. I think that this box set is foundationally game-changing, and I hope that a lot of people pick this up, especially as we approach the holidays. This is the perfect holiday gift to give to someone who's interested in Magic, or maybe isn't interested in Magic yet and you think they'd like it. Incredible introduction product and incredible packaging. This is going to live in my home untouched until I have an opportunity and a reason to use it, because this is flawless. I have very little board games in my home because the cards take up so much space, but this is going to be one of them. And it essentially is like a standalone board game package. It's a little bulky. It's not as like wide, and most board games like Sorry and Monopoly are like the size of a playmat and a little bit thick, but this is a great contained package for the price, especially. Hopefully they keep doing these. And again, sure, it's not very fun to like pick from obvious decks that are in here in the Jumpstart sections, but I don't have any Jumpstart on hand. But you take say you're done with the Undead set, you've played it to death, put some unopened Jumpstart boosters in here. Then, whenever you do open it up for game night or whatever, also shout out to this like ancient Ixalan booster pack I had handy right next to me. If you put some unopened Jumpstart packs in here, then next time you have board game night, Magic night, with some non-Magic friends, you can have the fun of opening Jumpstart as well. There's just a lot you can do with it, and I think this is the best product to have on hand if you've got non-Magic people coming over. Because let's be honest, as players, when we try to introduce people to the game, it's a lot to bite off. Especially if we sit them down with 2 of our decks. I know all the decks on my shelf, and I wouldn't want to play any of them if it was my first time, because there's too many rules, there's too many things to follow. Even the starter kits, the decks that are in those starter kits, they're pretty complicated. The rookie decks, yeah, exactly. I feel like Jumpstart is, at its core, rookie offerings. Each of them has a very specific thing they're doing. Each of them has a very specific thing that the cards want to do, and you just need to do it in the right order. So you learn the fundamentals of Magic without being stressed to learn 1,000 keywords. I'm honestly like surprised. I was not expecting that kind of product from Wizards, and that's really harsh to say, but I've lost a lot of general faith in their product offerings, and I think this is fundamentally really, really sound and really, really cool. That's fantastic. What a delight. What a delightful happenstance. What do we want to do now? Kind of want to open this Star Wars Unlimited pre-release kit. It's also like sort of getting late. I still need to clean. I think we're gonna call it there. I appreciate Sulfur, thank you so much for chatting. And what do you normally stream? I normally stream like box openings or arena. Sometimes I play like one-off games that companies will reach out and offer codes to do like a highlight thing. And I just haven't been streaming a lot lately. The last like year and a bit have been really tumultuous, and I've been prioritizing my time and my energy elsewhere, which is something that I struggle with, but I continue to do. So I appreciate you being here, Sulfur. I don't know how often I'm going to stream. I would like to play quite a bit of Foundations on Arena though, so hopefully I'll find... Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hopefully I find some energy with work lately. It has been really daunting, and life stuff has been really daunting. So, we can only do our best to take care of ourselves and one another afterwards, but, really prioritizing self-love, learning, writing a lot, and just trying to take care of, me for the future. And I think that, I really hope that you use in particular Sulfur, but also like general use. If someone watches this on YouTube, like I hope that you feel loved and your friends tell you that they love you. I hope that you tell your friends that you love them. I hope you get time with the family that matters to you and the people that matter to you. And I hope that if you're struggling, you have someone to talk to. I hope that you can prioritize yourself and your well-being, because we need you all to be there, and the world is a better place with you in it. And it's okay to prioritize yourself if that means sticking around. So make sure you keep that in mind. Give yourself some grace. Give the people around you grace. Pay attention to those little things. Enjoy life. Life can be really daunting and hard sometimes, but the perfect bowl of hot noodles and some beautiful nature, or spooky weather, or the perfect song. There's so many great things in life, and I hope that you have the clarity to enjoy them when they arrive. And if you don't, that's okay too. I hope that you find the clarity eventually, and know that whether this good or bad feeling is happening, feelings will pass. The good, the bad, the scary, the fun, all of it will pass. And I appreciate you so much. I've been moving a lot of conversations over to Blue Sky lately, because Twitter is an absolute shit show. So I'm always around on Twitter, on Blue Sky, on Instagram. If you ever need anything, please feel free to reach out. I can provide empathy and an ear, at least. So take care of yourself. I hope you see cute dogs, and I hope you see beautiful clouds, and I hope you hear your favorite song, and I hope that person you love tells you they love you too, and I hope you have long hugs and delicious food and breathe that good air. I appreciate you all, and I will chat at you next time. Bye.